There we are, 5 of us this week. Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump in the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things do help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in playing in any of our games, we have 2 open slots available in the Tuesday early group. If you're interested in that, be sure to reach out, let me know. We want to fill those slots up with some people so we can start pushing towards a grander story for everybody with all of the players that are involved. So if you are interested, we are a pay-to-play community, but it's obviously a hell of a lot of fun. I mean, look at Tim. He just can't fucking get out of my games anymore. Anyways, without further ado, go ahead and tell us what happened, Samdi.
We last left off by defeating the Great Frozen Ape in a bit of a, wouldn't call it a stalemate, as we could probably still dethaw him and fuck him up. But we essentially begin realizing that he is more sentient, is that the correct word, than the beasts we thought them to previously be. Trying to start a conversation with him.
Intelligent.
Intelligent, that's also a word. I mean, you can be intelligent and still be, you know. Fuck it. Trying to start a conversation with us. Him essentially telling us that we're great big destroyers, trying to upset the natural order, yada yada. And essentially it's being like, hey, who told you that? No, your creator. Well, could you try asking him why he didn't warn you that we were coming, since we already killed 2 of the other apes, and you have a psychic connection with your creator, who has a psychic connection with the other 2, or all 4 of you. So he's like, yeah, I'll do that. Sandy piggybacks off of that connection by reading his mind. Has a conversation with the creator for a bit. The creator's like, hey, I'm going to have a private conversation with you. So he cuts the ape out of the equation. Has a conversation. Conversation doesn't go too well. And the creator tries to turn the ape against us. And Sandy's like, hey, go against us. You are going to die. He doesn't really like you if he's willing to make you just die, because I didn't agree with him. And he's like, yeah, what? You're right. So the creator's like, oh, hey, you managed to turn him against me. I'll be sending my biggest ape against you. About 30 minutes of us walking back and forth between the giant tree and back to where we were. We noticed that the large poison ape or earth ape or whatever he is stalking us. So we were like, okay, when you start a fight, we'll go back to the giant tree and enter it, because there's an opening in there with a weird guy that wants to test stuff out against us. That plan goes through. We enter the tree, persuading the testy guy to experimenter, that's the better word. Experimenter to open up so all of us can walk in. We do that, and we got in there. And the last thing we see is the giant earth ape about to pummel the shit out of the frozen ape. That's the last I remember.
So, after that, once you all were inside, the hallway went down for a period of time, and you entered into a circular room, like a center of this location you find yourselves in. It's completely bland, absent of anything except this eerie, bright reflection of light off of all of the walls, ceilings, and floor. There's tiling that you are walking on. There's solidness to the walls, but the brightness of the lights is radiant. It's sickening. It's very, very obstructing of your eyes. You find your way over towards a table, the same table that you saw before, Glenn, and unfortunately, that button that allowed you to leave quickly seems to be missing. With all of you standing there, you hear this omnipotent voice. Well, we shall begin our first test now. In front of each of you, an archway begins to unfold from the walls. A door is placed in front of it, and on the surface of the door is a picture of yourself.
That's right.
Yep, you're an awakened crocodile, Samdi. Congratulations, you've been upgraded.
Upgraded?
Oh, yeah. I forgot we did that. I love it.
So the doors...
It's a door with a mirror?
No, it's a door that has a picture of you on it. In front of each of you, your own personal doors.
Goody.
Gross.
Yeah.
Do I really look that dead?
Yes.
What if we switch doors? No, I'm just kidding. Probably wouldn't exactly fly well with this, overseer. Huh.
I'm going to subtle cast a See Invisible.
Okay.
Learn that spell.
You cast the spell and you see down the hallway that you all walked through, Samdi, there appears to be a floating eye just looking at you all. And then up in the ceiling above you, there's also another floating eye.
I'll mentally connect to everyone around me and just say, yeah, he's watching us with invisible eyes.
No.
That's how he's doing it.
Orbs. Yeah, they're probably scrying orbs.
Fleshy.
Yeah.
You guys up for this challenge?
Do we have a choice?
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna cast tongues on myself very quick. Just that way I can talk to whatever comes up. Just to have that prepped.
Sure.
And I go, good luck everyone. And remember, if your souls die, as long as I get your body, that's all that matters. I can bring you back. Well, don't let your soul die. Let your body die.
Let's just not die. Good luck, everybody.
So
We'll go through the door.
the four of you
Be
and
harder.
the three of you and Bart open your doors. You cannot see anything on the other side. It's just this perpetual light that is blinding in nature, stopping you from peering what is past the threshold. You step inside.
All right.
As soon as you step through, we pan over to a different location here. Cornwallis, Genesis. You were, well, doing what we discussed previously. And then an opening happened inside of the tree. You stepped in. And then you hear this strange voice tell you that the test begins now. And there only are these two doors in front of you with your own pictures on them.
We might as well see where these lead. The longer we wait, the longer we're stuck inside this tree.
Do we split up and each take a different door?
Yeah, let's just take the door that has our picture on it.
Okay.
It seems the most straightforward. I'm sure I'll see you on the other side.
Okay.
Then I'll open the door with my picture on it and go through it.
Okay.
No, we'll do the same.
I need each of you to roll me a d4.
That includes us?
Yes.
Okay.
3, 4, 2. Genesis, there's two ways that you can do it. You can either type /r space D4, or over on the left-hand side, there's this triple lines with a pen tool. Oh, no, not that one. There's the dice-looking icon, far left-hand side, and you can just click the die that you want to roll, the D4.
Thank you.
Yep. 1, 2,
Oh.
3, 4, 5. Okay. Well,
That's unfortunate.
let's start with 1. You enter into this room, which features a set of large arched windows. Their panes aglow with a silvery radiance that filters through the delicate curtains. The light casts elongated shadows, creating a play of ethereal patterns on the slightly lumpy couches scattered around the space. The furniture, while seemingly mundane, bears a faint enchantment that makes the cushions surprisingly comfortable. And then you look at the walls, which are transparent. Now let's go to 2. Everybody in the car, so come on, let's 4. 2. An illusory mural adorns the wall, depicting a fantastical landscape of floating islands and cascading waterfalls. The colors shift subtly, creating an illusion of movement within the otherwise static scene. A long, polished wooden table dominates the center of the room, bearing an array of bland yet nourishing food and water in unassuming containers. 3. Oh, that's 1, 2. This one. Your side holds a peculiar feature. A series of bookshelves filled with tomes that seem to glow with a soft inner light. The shelves themselves appear to ripple, as if woven from strands of arcane energy. The books, though initially unremarkable in appearance, seem to beckon with hidden knowledge. And then the two of you. An imposing stone fireplace stands, flames dancing within as if fueled by magical energies. The warmth it emits contrasts the otherwise cool ambiance of the room. Above the mantel, an ornate mirror reflects the scene, its surface shimmering with a faint magical resonance. As each of you enter into your rooms, you take in this appearance and glow. And you also notice the transparent walls, separating you from allies and strangers alike. When you enter into the room, we'll start from 1, Genesis. You see Samdi, could you describe yourself?
All right. Samdi is a crocodile-looking lizard folk, about 5'5" in height, very overweight in the best case scenario. Dressed in shabby leather jacket, has a large purple vest underneath it, and sports a a feathered hat. His scales are a sand brown, and you see green. It is a green algae grows on them.
And
Walks in with a waddle.
you see him over towards your left.
Okay.
And then you see Cornwallis. Cornwallis, please describe yourself.
Cornwallis, I can't see anything, by the way, Joey.
Oh, yeah, let me drag your tokens onto the map. Do you guys have tokens, right?
Yeah, I put tokens on both characters.
Perfect. I
Um,
just need to give them permissions.
Cornwallis is a humanoid hippo. He is very tall, over 7.5 feet. Extremely heavy. You'd guess he probably weighs somewhere between 300 and 400 pounds. Wearing a mixture of plate armor and a green militaristic uniform. Has a large backpack on his back, and carrying a heavy crossbow.
And you see him diagonal to your room. And then... Wait, he's diagonal, right? You were 3?
I was 3,
Okay.
so I still can't see anything.
Oh, if you were 3, then you'd be to the right. Nope. Where am I fucking up?
We can line the tokens up.
Yeah. Let me just fix their tokens real quick. My apologies.
Oh, now I can see.
My God. The gift of sight.
Yes.
I know.
Only mildly important that I can see what we're doing. Otherwise, I'll just fire blindly into everybody.
Roll 20. Stop fucking lagging.
No.
No.
It's not bound to your whims.
Hold on.
All right, I'll fix your token eventually. All right, so it was Genesis first. Now, in no particular order. Genesis first. Then it was Samdi to your...
Left.
Okay, I fucked that up. Samdi is supposed to be across from you.
Okay.
There we go. Now you're all placed on the map much more properly. So, you see him diagonal across the corner of your room, and then you look over towards... Wait a second. Okay, yeah, that's right. And then you look over towards your left, where you see Glenn, Reese. Can you describe yourselves, please?
Go ahead, Reese.
Nah, you first, dog.
Okay. You see, for Glenn, a very thin, pale, sallow-looking skeletal-like figure. His face is pretty, like, sunken. You see he has ears that are round, but they're stitched so that it looks like they're pointed. Though slender, he is like, you see that he does have like some kind of like athletic build to him. And strapped on his like over his shoulder is like a giant scythe, and shining a bit brightly on his hip is a short sword.
And then Risan, he's a man in full black, right? He has a scarf right now. He has a badly dented breastplate at this point. Really badly dented breastplate. He has a violin case attached to like his back shoulder. That way he can like quickly pull it out as he needs. A shield. Yeah. So he's like a scrawny, tan-looking dude, unlike our pale friend over here. And his hair itself is kind of matted from just the adventuring. You could tell this guy is not an adventurer. Like he is not used to adventuring. And the last predominant trait I could think of is the fact that his eyes are glowing purple, but when he moves, it's almost like there's a sheen of illusion in it. Yeah.
And now Genesis. As you walk in and look around and see everybody else, they all look over and see you as well. Please describe what your character looks like.
My character initially is 5 foot and a little on the thick side at 170 pounds. Kind of unassuming, short hair, and pretty androgynous, really. Greenish, like gray-green, bluish skin, horns. Yeah, yeah, just kind of a very unassuming person. You wouldn't really think much of them when you see them passing them on the street.
Any weapons or such on you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I have 2 axes. Do you want their names now, or
No, that'll be when you roleplay
no?
through
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so you all look around and see one another. Being careful, some of you knowing who you are and some of you not knowing who you are. Roll20 completely crashed on me, by the way, guys.
Lovely.
I sent a meme.
Yeah. Or it's just not responding to what I'm telling it to do. My memory is fine. My CPU's fine. Everything's... Yeah, my upload and download are both fine. I roll 20.
It's January.
Give them a year to fix it.
They gotta get the hamsters going.
Yeah.
You know, the hamsters got fed too much during Christmas.
Yeah. Holiday black leave, you know.
All right, let me hit refresh, see if that fixes anything. Probably not. I'll just reload the page again. So, you all look around and see one another. Some friends, some unknown. And you are posed with a simple question. Everyone? Wait. Everyone? This first test is quite simple. You all should be aware you are not where you once were, by any means. And yet you have everything at your disposal that is necessary to figure out what direction does the backside of your room face.
Reese looks to the backside of the room. North.
Is that going to be your definitive answer? For each answer you get wrong, I will be removing something from you.
Okay, I know I'm not the best with directions here. Someone else is gonna have to answer that one.
So, question: do we walk in a straight line?
You walked in a straight line through a door that put you in these random locations. But each of you walked into a door that was facing a different way than you are facing relative to where you were. So you are completely removed from where you once were and you have no baseline from prior knowledge before entering into this room to figure out where you are facing. Anybody proficient in survival would know that.
Reese thinks every face he makes is the true north. So
Glenn will try to correct you. No. That's not what happened.
I'm gonna quickly scan some of the book titles to see if there's any kind of pattern or anything that would lead me to understand if the library is organized a certain way.
I'm so sorry. First things first, who are you people?
Reese,
Can we hear each other?
Yes.
Did I hear that question?
Yes.
Reese, is that a hippo with a crossbow?
That is indeed a hippo with a crossbow. I went. Wait, is Sammy in the room? Are we all in this room?
You're
Like
all
everyone that we see?
You're all in your own rooms with transparent walls. Your
There's-
relative direction that people are to you are as you are on this map.
Okay,
so
we're in
there's
like
kind of
top
like
boxes.
a cross going down this or in between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are Reese and I in the same room though?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Just
we're in a
double-checking on
cross.
that.
So there's a cross like this. So we
Okay.
can't.
Yeah.
My name is Cornwallis Wellington.
Cornwallis Wellington, a talking hippo
Yes.
with a talking alligator. This has been a fantastic day.
Oh, the alligator talks too.
We just hear him sigh.
Yes, he was created in a lab experiment. We're still trying to figure out where he came from or his place of origins.
The last person I probably had a mental connection to is Reese. Somebody will just say in your mind, "I will kill you" when this is over.
Your mind does not connect to his.
Oh.
Oh,
Out loud.
Do not
Reese-
fret. I noticed your abilities to converse privately. I figured my tests would be more efficient if everybody was forced to speak openly or trust openly.
I agree to that.
interesting. So our two new friends over here.
So we have no inner monologue right now.
Oh, you can inner monologue with yourself. Just they
Yeah.
have telepathic abilities,
We're the psychics.
Yeah.
Oh.
but this entity has stopped you from conversing through these walls mentally.
Okay.
Cornwallis. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, my companion
sorry.
is Genesis. Who are you?
I am in a real life adventure right now. And I'm Genesis. And
Interesting.
we're gonna figure this out. Does anybody have I'm in an adventure.
I'm Resend. Levon Spaulding. Nice to meet you. My compatriots here are Jack and
Brother Jack.
Experiment 7.
It is a
Experiment
pleasure to meet
7.
you. Experiment. Wait, what?
Your name is Experiment 7? I'll look at Softy.
He is cusping the bridge of his snout, just. Samdi.
So your name is Somdi.
He's a jackass. He likes the story so far.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Jackass.
Did Genesis say that to Sandy or Reese?
I don't know. I got a little confused on where we were right now. I didn't know if we were being funny or if we were being in character.
I'm always
Yes.
in character.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
is a good answer. It's funny and in character.
Yes. Experiment 7. Yes. I hail from Spalding, a little city to the... I face the direction I think it is and go north.
No.
Even in the best case scenario, it should be west, southwest.
I have to turn around though for that to happen. So I'm not.
No, that is not how. You know what? Forget it.
Debatable.
No,
From
it's
the
not.
giant tree, it's southwest.
Well, it's nice to meet you, folks. Wish it was under better circumstances, but mind if I ask what brings you to this tree?
We were out searching for something, mostly for a little adventure, and happened to come upon the tree, and it opened up, and never one to forego a good excitement.
I can understand that. I'm always up to rise to a challenge as well. But, okay, just wondering how you guys got over to this peculiar situation. All right.
How did
we
you
get
get in here?
Well, if you want, you really want the truth, buddy, I just want to know who I am. That's why I came here.
I thought you were Jack.
You see, that's all I got, though. All I got is a name.
Ah.
But, yeah.
I was gonna say, just to make things easier, DM, is it safe to assume that Hillian's outside babysitting the mimic?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, so we have to figure out which direction the back of this room is. I know I'm directionally challenged is the thing, so. And then this compass doesn't tell me exactly where we are either. I'm assuming it's spinning in a circle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, let me change one thing about what I said. Helion would have received its own door as well.
What? Hillian doesn't leave me.
Then he walked through your door?
Yeah, he walked through my door.
Then he and the mimic are in here with you.
The mimic I have to leave outside now. I can't have him as a jacket anymore.
Oh, yeah. Then that's
He's
just
too
outside.
big. Yeah, he's too big.
There's just a fucking shack in the middle of nowhere. out there.
Hey, guys, look at that. Nice little fishing shack.
Oh, God.
Fun fact, we put the mansion inside its mouth. So it does become a shack.
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, and also this is Hillian. And I gesture to where I think Hillian might or might not be. So I don't have see invisibility up right now. Hillian, are you there?
Yes, I am.
You see like this really fat looking... Oh, I don't know why I did that. I think the token for Hillian broke.
Yeah, I think so too. It's all right.
Yeah, you see a fat looking imp with a box of cigarettes on behind his horn. Like, he's fat. And like he has like green trunks on and a gambler's hat. Yeah, this is Hillian. But yes, if I'm not, again, I don't know which directions are which, so, you know.
Yes,
He said everything we needed was in the rooms.
Okay, yes.
Sorry, Mr. Jack. I did not mean to interrupt
No.
you.
I was saying exactly that, you know. Let's get our bearings, figure out each figure out what's setting in our rooms and determine our directions.
Some of these books, if I may, look like adventure books. I love adventure books. And in some of the books I've read, they say that water always flows north. And I thought I heard water somewhere when we were coming in. Did anyone else hear water?
No. Not even close. No.
Wasn't there water in one of the rooms? I thought he actually mentioned water at some point.
Yes, that would be in number 2, Samdi's room. It's not that there's water. An illusory mural adorns the wall depicting a fantastical landscape of floating islands and cascading waterfalls.
Oh,
The color
okay,
shifts
that's what I
subtly,
thought I heard it.
creating an illusion of movement within the otherwise static scene.
I want to go back to trying to check the book titles.
Okay. You go over to the books, beginning to take them off the shelves, and they have these very, very complex titles associated with them. What's your intelligence score?
12.
12. You can make out some of them as magical studies and implementations of curses, stuff like that. But a lot of them, just the simple words they are using are too many syllables for you to really understand.
Yeah, I can't really make any sense of these. Education's not really my thing.
Do you think we're in a pocket dimension, or do you think we're actually inside the tree, in your opinion? I'm asking Glenn, or anyone.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, if I had to assume, this guy's been able to take us to spaces that are far away from where we originally were. As me and you have, I mean, I've tried using teleportation before getting out of here when he did tricks like this. So
Yeah.
safe to assume that we're just placed somewhere else. Now, if you want to get to the back side of the room, right, that normally, logically speaking, would be like the opposite side of the door. So
Yeah.
if we can find where the door is the opposite of that.
So you're gonna, because my thing is, if we're not in a pocket dimension and we're still like in the material plane, I can tell us where Spalding is. Which direction Spalding is right now.
Does that help us get to the back side of the room? Which
It
side would be
tells
the back?
us what direction Spalding is, so maybe we can triangulate which way we're actually facing.
Well, can you sense which way Spalding is right now?
Yes. I am gonna use the rules of the contract. No, not the rules of, not contract rules, but the contract. And I'm gonna look for one of my associates I have contracts with inside Spalding. Right? On your turn, you can use your action reveal. Inferno reveals the exact location and plane of the creature that has signed one of your contracts. You always know where they are. Oh, I don't know the direction. Never mind. I apologize.
Yeah,
Words.
they're there.
Yeah, they're in Spalding right now.
Yeah, there.
You find the door, you find the back side of the room.
Okay. Yep, never mind. I realize it just tells me where they are. No. Never mind. Okay, let's just look around this stupid room. What's like actually in a room again? I have the library, the painted murals, and what was the other one?
In room number 1, there was the arch windows, whose panes aglow with a silvery radiance that filters through the delicate curtains. The light casts elongated shadows, creating a play of ethereal patterns on the slightly lumpy couches scattered across the space. In the number 2 room, so whoever rolled 2, that is the Somdies with the illusory
painted
mural.
murals.
Yes, with the
Okay.
cascading waterfalls and the floating islands. In number 3, which is Cornwallis, that is the series of bookshelves filled with tomes that seem to glow with a soft inner light. And then in the 4th room, your guys' room, an imposing stone fireplace stands, flames dancing within as if fueled by magical energies. The warmth it emits contrasts the otherwise cool ambience of the room. Above the mantle, an ornate mirror reflects the scene, its surface shimmering with a faint magical resonance.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the mirror. Can I pull it off?
Yeah.
pull off the mirror.
It's pretty damn heavy, though. I need you to give me a strength save.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna give it like the jiggle. Where's
Just
that?
the jiggle. Got it.
Yeah, jiggle to try and get it out. You know what I mean?
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
2.
Oh God.
Natural
You
one.
got it.
Oh, and you fall immediately backwards with it sitting on top of you. That'll be 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my lord.
Oh!
Okay.
As this massive mirror is now pinning you to the ground.
Help! Help!
Yeah, give me a minute.
All right, you're trying to
Roll up
lift
my
it off
sleeves.
him?
Yeah.
Athletics check.
All right. Do I want to use the D6 on? No.
I have a plan.
I'm sure you do, buddy. That's a 13.
You roll it off of him. Whew.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt. Now that I'm assuming you rolled it off, so we can like lift it up, kind of, not like pick it up, but like lift it up.
Yeah, it's on its side, so you could like
Yeah.
move it up.
I'm gonna rotate it towards the fireplace, right? And I'm gonna have the light from the fireplace kind of reflect into Somni's room to see if it does anything.
Okay. Yes, it begins to illuminate his room a bit more.
Okay, I was seeing if there might be an interaction with the rooms, so I'm gonna try. I can't do Cornwalls because I'm assuming it's in like a
That's diagonal across from you.
Yeah.
yeah. It'd be a little harder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and reflect in a Genesis room to see if there's any interactions.
When you reflect it over there, you see that it becomes light enough to read easily.
Yeah, I feel like there's a thing of trust since that's what he said earlier.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's some interaction with the rooms, with each other's rooms. You don't have identified, do you, Glenn?
No. We have to go spell scroll shopping so I can copy some things down.
Hey.
I'm gonna try and take a book and toss it into Genesis's room.
Okay. You take the book and toss it, and dong, right against the transparent wall, lands in front of you. Oh, that's too far. Sorry. Yeah. Let's have you roll a d12. Let's see which book you pulled.
Watch him figure out the puzzle by pulling a random book out.
It's happened before.
Pull a book, the door opens.
Who here has an intelligence of 15 or higher?
I am one short.
So just
You
Glenn.
gotta be kidding me.
I think I'm smart.
I think I'm smart.
15 exactly.
Let's go.
Hey, transformation.
The
at plus
bare
1.
minimum.
Bare minimum club.
So, you see the book that he tossed over, the spine of it reads Ciphered Chronicles. Author, Enigma Sage Cipher.
That's what people naming things
Okay.
after their name.
It's like a fucking gamer handle.
Wait, it said it's a cipher? Can you repeat that one more
Ciphered
time?
Chronicles.
Ciphered Chronicles. Cornwallis, put the book up to the wall that way we could see it for a second. Flip to the synapses to see if we can figure it out.
Okay, I'll open it up and hold it up against the
Okay.
force field.
Then I need the two of you to roll for me in investigation.
I'm gonna guidance Glenn.
You know what? This seems important. I'll roll D6 on this.
Actually, can I? No, I was gonna say, can I assist him? But nah, if we're both looking at it, it doesn't make sense. Intelligence. 11.
No, I said investigation. Has to be the
Oh.
intended roll.
Actually, you know what? This seems important.
I invest now.
Monkey, give me the guidance to know the knowledge of this.
Thank you, monkey.
And roll for investigation. I keep the 4, right? From
Yes.
Okay.
You
So I
only
can
re-roll the 20.
Okay, that'll work. 17.
Okay. Reese and Glenn. This book seems to be deciphering ancient magical codes and languages, a way to easily figure out what is being spoken by foreign entities that you can try to decipher and test linguistics and help figure out cryptic messages divined from stars.
I mean, that's every religion ever. Cryptic freaking messages. So, okay. So there's a cipher in that thing. I'm gonna look around at the other books, Cornwallis, see if there's anything else that might pop out.
So, the books on the shelves that stand out to you guys, with your investigation, I'm glancing over most of the library because you did well enough. You have Chronicles of Weaving, Lunar Lexicon, Arcane Almanac, Ethereal Enigma, Astral Atlas, Quantum Quandaries, Tome of Transmogrification, Ciphered Chronicles, Symphony of Enchantment, Ephemeral Presence, Divination Diaries, Orientation Oculum.
Okay, I feel like that orientation Akram was the one that stuck out, in my opinion. What about you, Glenn?
It was a lot, man.
I think the transmog one, for sure, because I think about looking pretty all the time. But, you know, this isn't about that. Okay, what's in... Or, Sorry, go ahead, Jen. Or Glenn.
I thought the ethereal one might speak to whatever is going on in Samdi's room, but I'm on like 100%. That's all.
Okay. Samdi, what do you see in your room specifically, like that might stick out?
Somebody who's been like sitting at the table, like
All
going
of the
through
food's
all
really
the different
bland.
foods. Yeah, just going through all the different foods. Like, no, not this, not this. Oh, I have food.
Okay. I have coffee.
Well, from the sounds of it, we can't trade. There's a tropical mural.
Are any of them at night?
It was. Yeah, it's like a daylight scene, I think.
Okay. So the mirrors have to do something.
I have one idea, but it's gonna take a while.
Okay. And then Genesis, is there anything that sticks out in your room?
I'm sorry, I can't remember what all is in my room. I'm sorry.
Your room is the first one, correct?
Yes.
Your room features a set of large arched windows, their panes aglow with a silvery radiance that filters through the delicate curtains. The light casts elongated shadows, creating a play of ethereal patterns on the slightly lumpy couches scattered around the space. The furniture, which seemingly mundane, bears a faint enchantment that makes the cushions surprisingly comfortable.
So the lights that are playing on the shadows that are playing from the silvery stuff. I think maybe they would have something to do with. But I can't bring the mirror into my room, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
But we can reflect the fireplace kind of towards it. If you...
Well,
That's what I was thinking.
Not with Genesis's room. Oh wait, no, you're next to
Because
Genesis.
Cornwallis.
Across from you
Cornwallis.
is Cornwallis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was thinking somehow it would play in with the mirror, the shadows, but we can't get. Hmm.
Oh.
Do I have anything to rip the couch open with, the furniture open with? Yeah, I do. I have my axes. That was a silly question.
Yeah.
Good grief.
So,
Worst
Can I
case
rip
scenario, you
open
can use your
the-
horns.
so describe
I could use my
which
horns.
axe do you take out so that they can know what it looks like.
I think that since it's couches, I don't want to take out my main axe because it doesn't seem like it's going to be that big of a deal. So I'm going to take out Merrick and have Merrick do this.
Okay.
Um,
And the description is in that handout I gave you, so you can.
oh, good.
Somewhere in there is there's a lot.
I will find it. I'm not.
So
Good.
this axe, born from a crystal-laden depths of the silvery caves, shimmers with a moonlit dance across its blade and hilt.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. So there's a sun depicted in the murals in Sambi's room?
Correct.
Okay. Does it look like it's rising or lowering?
You can't really see it from your angle. You'd have to ask Samdi.
Samdi, does the sun look like it's rising or lowering?
Survival check, Samdi.
Because the sun
I mean,
rises.
it's kind of a semi-static image. You can't really tell from
No,
that.
it's an illusory one that's moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I said semi-static. 16.
So you sit there after he asks you the question and wait. A couple of minutes go by, and you're pretty sure that the sun in that mural is rising.
Where in
Okay.
relation? Okay, so
Because the sun rises in the east. Wait, I apologize. Does this world follow the same rules of like
No,
normal
other way.
logic,
It's
by the
west.
way?
It
Okay,
rises in
it's west this time.
Well,
okay.
if you're proficient in survival, you'll know this, but it's west.
Okay.
I
in
am
this
proficient, so I would know this.
Yes. Reese might not know that. That's because you think everywhere's north.
Yeah, everywhere I'm facing is true north.
So, Santi is gonna point towards the sun. Well, according to the mural, the sun is over there, rising, so it's west, so that's east, south, north. Santi just like stands up and like positions himself in the middle of the room. And he'll point to the back of the room where he is, so like so he's facing like the intersection point. Points to the back and says, so that's north?
Oh my
You'll say
god.
this out loud.
If the answer is north after I said north, I would be so upset. I should have went with the first guess. Yeah, I mean, it might be different per room depending on the items because where the mural is for him, the window that has light shining into it in Genesis room, it's in a different angle, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so it might be different for each room.
And also
Yeah,
keep
just-
in mind, shadows are being cast through the windows of Genesis's room.
That's why I said it might be different per room.
Santi will say out loud over towards Genesis and say, you there, axed fellow. In case you wait long enough for this, it might be prominent to look out the window, see if you can't find a North Star.
Yeah, sorry, I was waiting for you guys to finish what you were doing. Yeah, can I look out the windows?
Okay. Roll me a perception check. Now, the skills on your sheet towards the bottom, it's all alphabetical, so it's easy to find. Just click that, and it might ask you if you have advantage and other questions like that. Just do whatever it is that you do. You do not currently have advantage, you just have a normal roll.
Okay.
Joey didn't plan anything. He just stuck a puzzle in front of us and said, "This is the session."
Damn it,
Well,
you
what-
saw through it.
Well, the thing is, like, what would happen if none of us got like a certain room number then, right?
Yeah.
That'd be more interesting.
You figure out your room number.
I
The
think,
odds that 5 people didn't fill 4 rooms was incredibly low.
I mean, it almost didn't happen.
I know.
Yeah.
But there's a secret. Then Bart would have been involved in the other room.
What if all 5 of us got the same?
That would have been very awkward.
That would have
We would've-
been really awkward.
We would have just started. We would have taken a 1 in 4 guess.
Yeah, all
We
right,
would've
guys, we're
guessed 4
losing shit.
times.
Just
we would have guessed 4 times.
Oh, there goes the toe.
Tim's heading over to help.
Yeah, I noticed you
Okay.
left, so I was like, yeah, that's probably what's happening.
Yeah. So I feel like if there is any kind of like stars outside her window, right at all, that cipher text, not the one about constellations or whatever it is. One of the books had something about that, if I recall.
Divination Diaries? Astral Atlas?
It might be.
Might be Astral.
Astral, yeah.
Lunar
Astral
Lexicon?
Yeah. Lunar
Also
lexicon.
could be that.
Yeah, we got some
Alright.
options. Okay.
So, Genesis, are you there?
Yes.
7. You don't see a moon when you look
I'm
through
gonna
the
use
window.
a lucky.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Yeah. You feel infernal sulfur go into your throat for a second and like lets you try again.
Yeah, sharpens your senses quickly. So go ahead and roll again, Genesis.
Nice.
Ooh, much better. Looking out there, you do not notice a moon because there is not one peering through your window. However, you do notice that there are very discernible constellations in that sky. Now, are you proficient in survival? Or nature? Or navigators?
Nature, yes. Nature, yes.
Nature. You know that constellations on different realms appear differently to individuals. But if you can pinpoint what constellations, or at least 2 of them, you would know at least your perception of that constellation, which then could lead you to being able to find out what direction those constellations are facing. You just need to know what they are. One of them
Okay.
is in the shape of a 6-legged horse. One of them is in the shape of a bipedal lion. Another one is in the shape of a daisy. And the last constellation is in the shape of a frog mid-leap.
Okay. Hmm. Well, can I? I'm sorry. I'm not stupid. I'm panicking right now.
You're good.
Do you share that with everyone?
Yes.
Wasn't there constellations or something in the book you guys were reading that I held up? Or something about the night sky?
Cipher Chronicles. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's either the Lunar Lexicon or
Well,
the
She,
Astro.
well, it's not the lunar because she discerned that there was no moon.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Astral
it has to be
Atlas.
the Astral Atlas, right?
Okay.
So I'll
Yeah.
grab the Astral Atlas
Okay.
and hold that one up.
Cornwallis. This is gonna be really weird, right? But We need you to read the Astro Atlas.
Or, you know, hold it up to their wall and they read it out loud for them.
Is the book written in common?
It is written in a very strange language, but the moment you look at the words, it translates into your mind.
Can I thumb through it real quick and see if I see any of the constellations Genesis mentioned?
Wait,
Sure.
first things first. I ask you, do you want a little bit of a roost? Oh no, you can't hand me 5 gold. Never mind. Continue.
Ha! All right, investigation, please.
I could have gave you some power with that.
25.
That's still pretty good though.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
need to give you nothing.
Damn. So, for certain reasons, reading through an astral atlas is actually fairly easy to you. You're able to depict several of these celestial cartographies that make it easier for you to start flipping through and getting to a proper page. You find one that expresses the individual direction of this frog-like constellation, and it only looks like a frog when you are peering at it from a plane beneath the constellation instead of parallel to it or above it, which you could be. And then you also flip through and you find one that depicts the six-legged horse, which is a very dominant constellation out in the open plains, or the astral sea.
Are there directions on where they specifically are on there? Or just names?
No, however, Genesis, when given the knowledge of those two and the perception that you have of them, can begin to figure it out. Genesis?
Yeah, I can.
Your room. Your room. That window on the back wall. Let me scroll up a little bit. Sorry, 1 second. I got a lot of notes and shit. Is facing east.
Is that the same room that is that the same direction as Samdi's? That we figured out?
No, he's opposite.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so
yeah,
the-
every direction is different.
Yeah. So the back wall in Genesis' room is facing east. The back wall in my room is facing north, but we are opposite, so that can't be same direction. Just getting my head around it.
Okay.
Yours was facing west because the sun was rising from the west.
Right.
The sun was rising in that mural of yours, Samdi?
To the west. Where in relation to the back wall was the sun?
Your mural is facing opposite the back wall. Or sorry, is on the back wall, so you can see it.
Okay, so
So yours
So-
is west, right? Because it's rising from the west and it's on the back wall.
then I misunderstood something, and nobody corrected me.
No, it's cool. Like I'm trying to figure this out
No.
too.
No, I'm more saying I said I was doing this and that to like align myself with it to like figure out northeast and south.
Mm.
So something got lost in translation. So mine is west. So is it the same direction?
It's not. Oh no.
Well, but
Oh,
they're
no.
opposites, and Genesis is catty corner from Somdi, so wouldn't that be
So
right?
yeah, if the room is like a, hold on, let me do something stupid here. If the room is like this, in a sense, the back wall. Hold on. If this is essentially the room, the back wall has a mural. Is the sun in the mural direct? How to put it? Is the sun in the center of the mural?
Yes.
All right. So, and the sun rises in the west in this universe.
In the mural.
Mm-hmm. So, this is west. The Genesis room has the window in the back. The window is facing, and we've determined that it's east.
Mm-hmm.
So this is west. This is east. Now we got to figure out which way is north and which way is south. Or rather, one or the other, and then we work from that assumption. Or we make extra sure in case we don't want our hippo friend to lose a tooth.
Hey, unembodied voice up there. Are you there?
I am omnipresent.
Yeah. I have a god complex too. Is the answer the same for everyone, or is it different? Because when I was thinking I knew the answer, you asked if that was an answer for everyone.
Each room has its own answer.
Okay. I look at everyone else. There you
So-
go.
If Somni, if your room is west and Genesis is east, then mine has to be north. Because if Glenn and Reese's is north, then west and east would be pointing the wrong direction from each other.
Right, but his direction is depicted off of a mural. Her directions picked it off of, or their directions picked.
But it doesn't
depicted
make a
off of
difference.
window.
I mean, I'm going under the assumption since their two are opposite of each other, that ours are opposite of those, and those fill the other 4 points of the cardinal. So if you lay a compass down on this room, west pointing this way, east pointing this way, then north has to point this way and south this way.
Logically speaking, you're correct. But are you willing to put something on the line for that?
Yeah.
I am, is everyone else?
All right, let's do it. What can I lose?
Yeah, I like my things. I feel like there's something with this mirror, though. This is what's bugging me.
Forget the mirror. Forget the mirror.
Before I accept any answers, I may
Wouldn't
pose
it be weird if
one more question. Do you think there is a liar amongst you? Or two? Or three? The price of failure in any of my tests will be excruciating and very costly.
I look at the mirror. Does it
I-
show-
Sorry, what were you saying, Genesis?
I just had a random thought. Wouldn't it be weird if the mirror was like the portal to get out of here? And all we had to do was just like walk through it.
put
I
my
mean,
head
Reese
on
has. I mean,
Don't-
Reese
Hey.
had that
it.
thing.
It fucking hurt.
It
That's
did fall on me earlier.
1 damage of
Did it
psychic
fall-
damage because of the ego.
Did it fall on you with the mirror first or with the back of the mirror?
He was
How did
trying
you
to pick it up off
Yeah,
the
it was-
wall, so
Mirror first.
Oh, okay, never mind.
wait, wasn't it on the ceiling? Is that what I
No,
It
it's
was
above the mantle.
fireplace.
Oh,
Fire.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
never mind. My bad.
Yeah. So yeah, mirror first.
I stick the mirror in the fireplace to see if there's anything up the fireplace. So I'm gonna try and position. Glenn, help me out here.
All right. Between the two of you, you can hoist it
Yeah.
into the fireplace, and surprisingly, the mirror fits into the fireplace incredibly well. And as soon as you put it in there, the fire stops underneath and is trapped behind the mirror. And roll me a perception check, both of you.
Oh goody.
Oh my god, it's
Two of us, come on.
This is where you find out there's such a thing as a South Star.
28.
This is a restart. 20 whatever plus a D4.
Yeah.
We got the
Wrong
Between
P
the two
word.
of us, come on.
Wrong P
Yeah.
word, Reese.
Yeah, I was wondering
Oh,
how.
no!
wrong button. Well, like 21.
Fucking bards.
Right.
I'll stop. It's ego, you know.
We need you to do a little bit more reading, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look at the lunar lexicon next.
Okay. Investigation, please.
Do
I
we
believe
do
in
we
you.
do we see that Cornwallis is like, I guess, like has like an affinity towards these like books of astrology and stars and such? This is a question for Tim, I guess.
You probably would have noticed that he was very comfortable with the concept of that you can see different stars from different planes.
Just for my own character, I guess.
And
17.
of course, if you're looking at it from this degree and angle, just
If you're looking at it from this plane,
all right. So, lunar lexicon. All right. You read through celestial and lunar magic, focusing on harnessing the powers of the moon and understanding lunar cycles. Depicted inside of it is each phase of the moon and its closeness of proximity to various different realms and worlds.
Okay. Could
so
we
what
figure out
phase
what-
is the moon in?
Yeah.
Are either of you proficient in nature?
I'm a jack of all trades.
I
what
am
should we-
I am proficient in nature.
Then both of you roll a nature check.
I will assist Glenn by putting my head together and go. Maybe it's the. No, I don't know how I would assist with that kind of check.
Oh, I rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
It's a 15.
I didn't even get a chance to guide and see. It's the worst part about this.
You guys are excited. You're just going. So 15. That would be a quarter moon, just barely a moon at all. And based off of its closeness, it's really close to your realm.
Okay.
It's huge.
We let Cornwallis know that it's a huge moon. It's closer to our realm, and it's a quarter moon, barely a quarter.
Okay, so I'll look that up to see what that tells me.
Okay. Based off of closeness, and if it's a quarter, you need to know if it is rising, if it is falling, and in which direction to be able to answer them more appropriately.
Well, we can't give you direction, but we can watch it.
Yep. So, interesting thing about the crescent moon, the quarter moon, is while it is rising, it appears to be getting closer, and while it is falling, it appears to be moving further away. So,
Don't blink, Glenn.
the two of you sit there
Does he blink normally?
and wait.
Nope.
And wait. Psalm D, you've sampled all of the food at your table thus far, and it is... It's a crime how bland it all tastes.
Did they
It's-
give me tea?
No, just plain water. Which water's not bad. It's just, it's just water.
Okay.
Water is meant for swimming.
Think saltine crackers without the saltine.
Just anyone that looks over at Sandy's room, you can see his eye twitching.
But anyways, the two of you wait and watch. The 20 and the 28, you will notice that it appears to be moving downwards. That moon is falling.
Okay. I tell him it's a falling moon. Is there anything on that?
Hey, we'll look that up.
Do. That would mean that they, based off of the moon itself descending backwards, or descending in its particular direction, the back of their room, if they choose to trust you, would be south.
South.
South?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. That makes
I don't know.
then that would
I don't
make
know.
Cornwallis's thing north, like he said.
Okay, cool. I look at
Which would-
Cornwallis. If this is wrong and you're lying to us, I will rip out your heart. Like physically, it will be in my hand, and you will be looking at it.
What's with the hostility, man? We're all in this together.
I'm like paranoid now because that guy said there might be a liar among us.
I mean, that's the point.
Yeah, I'm naturally a paranoid man, so
have
yeah.
a more sounder mind, Reese. We're amongst friends here, right, guys?
Okay,
Look at
Cornwallis,
Genesis.
if you're wrong, I will trust it's a mistake.
That's about as nice as you get out of him. Somebody sits up from the chair and you see just a cracker in his mouth.
Yeah, part of my friend here. He can be like a pompous prick sometimes.
I don't think pompous would be the right word, but yes. Yeah, that's our answer, south. So yeah, I think Cornwallis is right. Unless there's something in Cornwallis's room that could depict where he might be facing.
Is there any moss?
Any moss, shadows, anything? I feel like that Astro one, it might be the key, but I don't know off the top of my head. Or the cryptic one, the cryptic message one.
Yeah, the cryptic one was a little beyond Cornwallis.
Okay, Cornwallis, do me a solid. Before we answer, stick the transmog one in your pocket for now. I need to know how to make things look like other things. That way we all look pretty.
I'm pretty as can be.
I will pay you gold.
I'm so pretty.
I will grab the book and shove it in my pack.
Okay, I will pay you gold.
I will pay you gold.
So,
Fuck the enchanting one.
may I have your answers? Each room answers for themselves.
I am north.
The west.
South.
No, Genesis is dead.
Genesis,
No,
your
no.
answer? You might
You're
be
on mute.
muted.
Again, sorry, I'm panicking. Again, sorry.
You're good.
East.
Very
Um,
well done. The transparent walls separating each of your rooms completely deplete. And then you see a door appears in the center of the room. You all may take as much time as you would like to rejuvenate yourselves. I hear mortal bodies are very fragile things. They require time to regenerate through many different activities. When you step through the door, your next test will be on the other side. And we're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back.
Hey.
we're back. So, where last we left off, the room's walls were all destroyed, allowing you all to venture into one another's different areas and segments. And you were encouraged. Rest if you need, because your next tasks may be a bit more difficult to succeed in.
I don't need any rest. Do any of you need rest? I don't know how long you guys have been inside the tree.
As
Well.
he's doing that, I'm taking 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic. Just
Do some stretches. Taking a look at Genesis and Cornwallis. They seem decently quick on the draw. Sandy, here you go. And I cast Gift of Alacrity on Sandy.
Yep, Sandy's gonna waddle over to the enchanted couch and just lay down.
It's a little lumpy.
I've dealt with worse.
put in the office when I get back.
No. Samdi, something that might be frustrating for you is even when you close your eyes, this room that you're in is so bright, you can't really get actual darkness.
I take my hat off and place them over my eyes. Just, god damn it.
Wait, but Snout, how does that...
Well, my eyes aren't by my snout.
I'm just wondering how that, like...
It's a wide-rimmed hat.
It's very wide. Very, very wide.
I begin poking my eyes up. No. It's a deep hat. I can put my entire snout through it.
So do you guys need a rest based off Somdi laying on the couch?
No, I'm just lazy.
You're just waiting for our buddy here to finish his ritual. You guys versed with magic? You guys know, did I do a little prestidigitation? You guys do magic at all?
I can do a little bit. Genesis, you know a little bit more than I do.
A little bit, yeah.
You guys, looks like, based on what you guys are carrying on, you've seen a combat or two, huh?
Yes, I have seen a great much combat. Far more than I'd like sometimes. But I'm not sure Genesis will ever get enough.
So like an enthusiast of sorts, huh, Genesis?
Yeah. Something like that.
That's cool. You know, I'm somewhat of a combat enthusiast myself. So if you ever want to, let out some rage, go a few rounds or two.
Sounds like a plan.
Anyway, Reese, you done with your little ritual?
Ignoring him,
Yeah.
continue the ritual.
Yes, you've completed your ritual. Da-da-da-da! And magic.
Yeah, I'm looking around to see what specifically is popping up.
The door has transmutation magic as well as illusory magic on top of it. All of your books have illusory magic as well as divination magic on them. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start putting the books in there, and I look at the book that I asked him to grab, and I give him 50 gold, and I go, here you go, for the book.
Easy payday.
All right.
You done?
50 gold. The mirror. What is the mirror?
What?
The mirror in the room, because it was radiating magic, but we never figured out what it actually did. So.
Oh.
Didn't you?
Evocation. Wait.
What?
I need to be right back.
What's abjuration? I think the magic that makes things tougher.
It's like warding magic.
Yeah,
Yes,
abjuration.
Oh, because they didn't get destroyed in the fire. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to put that in the bag of holding. That
Too
should
big.
fit, right?
Too
Is
big.
it?
Yeah.
I thought like it was a mirror.
No, it was big enough to deal 5 bludgeoning damage when you fell with it.
It's
a big
never
fucking
mind.
mirror. You've moved mirrors before, right? Like actual like large standing mirrors. Those things are heavy.
I thought it was like maybe like a wow.
I'm back.
That's not making it in. But yeah, I'll put the books in.
Okay.
And then the
Forget
couch.
the mirror.
The couch
I
cannot
really want
fit in
this
your
mirror.
bag.
No, I'm just looking at the couch that Genesis was on because it was that one also magical or no?
Yes.
I take the cushions. Oh no, they're destroyed.
No, I never got to do it, I don't think.
No, you said you pulled out your axe to start destroying them. You just destroyed them.
Oh, okay.
There's fluff everywhere.
I'll take the. I look at Somni laying on the couch. I'm gonna take a cushion. Souvenir.
All right. Well, I guess I'll head in first.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm gonna dive right in.
Okay.
I'm gonna dig into a little pouch on my side and pull out some what looks like makeup or something, and just kind of give myself 2 lines under my eyes. Basically, I'm doing Tal'Dorei on myself.
Nice.
Nice.
It's not anything you may have think it is.
No, I've seen football players do that before.
Yeah, that's what it is. More like that.
It's like war paint.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, figure out their battle abilities in case.
Is he lagging or am I?
He is.
Oh.
Oh no.
Your internet is fucky wucky right now.
Here, I thought that was me.
He's fixing it.
Let's give him a minute. So guys, how we doing?
Chilling.
I fixed it. Hopefully.
Genesis, do you have a sight problem? Can you still only see me?
I've only my thing has been lagging the whole time. Like every time a person's profile picture goes up, it just kind of sits there forever, and then another profile picture comes
Oh,
up.
you have
I
to
don't know if it's
click it.
normal. Oh, you have to click
You have-
it. I'm sorry. It's
You have to click outside of it at least, and then it like brings it down.
that makes me feel really silly. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You've never used Roll20, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an intuitive system.
Yeah, it really
No.
isn't.
It's
No,
good.
it's not.
It's just
Deduction
not
should have told me to
great.
try something else. So
All
okay,
right.
thank you.
Yep, no problem.
can you see everybody
Nice.
else now, or is it
Yeah,
still just me?
yeah.
Okay.
You can see me moving.
So,
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
you walk through first, Glenn? Okay.
I go. Wait. No. Wait. No. Well.
Glenn disappears from sight.
Never to be seen again.
Guess we turn around and we leave now, right? We just accept that he's gone forever. I start walking through.
All right, you step through.
Yeah.
Everybody else?
Yeah, I'll wait for Genesis to go before me, because I always let Genesis go first, because that way they take the damage.
Ah, fodder. Good call. Somdi?
So just the 2 anthers left.
Experiment 7.
I jerk my head towards the door. Come on.
The two beast folks just.
It's gonna be painful either way.
So, stepping inside, there appears to be this fairly thin rectangular hallway. The ceiling is 10 feet high. The walls appear to be about 6 feet across from one another. The area you all entered in from disappears, the door leaving behind just a simple wall. You can sense the magic within here as well. Pretty powerful abjuration magic. On the other wall, there appears to be 5 shrunken doors. Barely big enough for an individual to crawl through, let alone stand up and wander through. Each of these doors have a lock on them and a latch over top of it.
Yeah, I'm not fitting through one of those doors.
I don't think half of us are.
Well, they're big enough for you to crawl through, just not step through.
It's just a door in front of us, like a vent-looking thing.
There's 5 shrunken doors at the opposite end of this corridor,
Okay.
and each of them has a lock on them and a latch.
Okay. Well, I walk up to it, I unlatch it, and I open the first door.
Well,
Look into it.
you touch the first door, and immediately all of you hear and then a grinding noise. Hey, y'all! Time to roll me some initiative.
Good.
Genesis, to roll initiative, you click your token on the map, and then open up
shit.
your character sheet and hit the initiative button, which is right near your hit point somewhere. Then it'll ask you if you have advantage and
between
such.
your armor class and speed.
Thank you.
No, I was editing things. You know, in hindsight, I should have investigated before I opened the door.
I was gonna say, like, you kind of just jumped the gun there.
Yeah.
I was waiting for like instructions or something.
I thought for some reason we each had to go through a door and it would do something.
Holy crap. Look at our initiatives.
I know, right?
It's nice. Wait, why didn't the tiebreaker happen between me and Glenn?
It is 22.18, 22.18. So you guys decide who's first.
Sweet.
I think I would be quicker on the draw.
You cool with that, Reese?
Yeah, I'm more than okay with that.
Okay. And it looks like layer action is going last. As soon as you touch the lock where the latch is placed behind it, you hear that happen. And then this loud grinding noise. And you can see from your peripheral vision that the two walls appear to be moving in, starting to suffocate you. It seems slow at first, but you don't really have a lot of wiggle room to work with to begin with. Cornwallis, you hear this omnipotent voice. Well, I appreciate your gusto. It turns out, mortals are far less careful than I originally anticipated. Your task is to not get crushed. To find out which of these rooms, or which of these doors, lead to safety, and which of them just have a small area behind it. Do not worry. The walls can be forced to stay open through brute force, but only if your body is durable enough to handle it. Your test begins now. Cornwallis, you're first. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take out my heavy crossbow and I'm gonna shoot at one of the doors.
Okay. Roll me a d5. Which one?
We'll just roll a d6 and discount it if it's not a 6. There you go. 4.
Sounds good to me. Now give me a roll to hit. Are you aiming for the door or the lock?
I'm just gonna aim for the door.
Okay.
So, where did that go? Oh, there it is. So 23.
And me. You end up shooting the door very solidly, and roll your damage.
Ooh.
Force damage.
Yeah, I can make one as my very first attack all force damage.
Nice.
And add damage to it.
Well, you explode the door, revealing behind it a solid wall.
So that wasn't it.
So now there are only 4 doors remaining. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Next up, Psalm D.
Sorry, I wasn't here for this, but how big is this room in its entirety?
10 feet tall, 6 feet wide.
Alright.
And the end of the hallway is where the last 4 smaller doors are.
Hold on. I need to double check something. Question, DM. I know that the great apes aren't natural things, and therefore I can't transform into them with polymorph.
Yes.
Could I, however, transform into a giant ape?
Yes.
So Samdi kind of waddles forward, and I want to, since I don't know what he, don't know if he's gonna catch this or not, I'm going to subtle cast polymorph on myself, so he can't counterspell it.
Alrighty. And then you erect into this giant ape. Can a giant ape fit in a corridor that's 6 feet wide and 10 feet tall?
On my side, or like, if I widthwise am with the door, it's a huge creature.
A huge creature. Okay.
But it's monkey.
Okay. So you hulk out into a monkey. What are you doing, monkey?
I am placing my hands onto one wall, and I'm going to jump and place my feet on the opposite wall.
All right. I need you to give me an athletics check as the great ape. Or
this is with a +9. 19.
Okay. You start separating the 2 walls, and it seems not easy, but not with a lot of strain that you do this.
And you just hear monkey noises, and my head is looking directly at you, Reese.
All done, Samdi?
That's all I can do.
Glenn. Muted.
How far away are the doors?
Within a monk's reach, easily.
Okay, so I will walk up to the door next to the one that.
We'll just say 20 feet. Everybody can get to them. Yeah. All right, go for it.
And I will try to. It's locked, right?
There are 4 locked doors with latches.
Okay. guess I will try to lockpick one of them.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a Thieves' Tools check. Also, roll me a d4 so we know which one you were targeting.
I'm assuming it's the one that I'm not in front of, right?
Yeah, it's the one.
Okay.
2. So you go over towards it. You start picking the lock. Go ahead and roll me a Thieves' Tools check.
Okay, I am not proficient in this, so this
Nice.
is just a d20.
Nice.
But I will use my game advantage. And is this a skill check? Can I roll my d6
It is
on
a
this?
skill check, yeah.
Alright, so I will roll. So there will be a d6 on this. So it's with advantage. Oh, I got a nat 20. Nice.
Let's go. You stick your key into the hole and click, click. It opens up. Unlatching and opening the door. Empty. There's nothing
Shit.
there. Now you're down to 3 of these doors.
I think that's my turn. The bonus action, I'll for the first time for Genesis and Cornwallis, you start hearing some cackling going around in the just out of nowhere around Glenn. Just maniacal cackling, just as it like shrinks into a sword that was on my hip, and it begins to glow brighter.
Okay. Next up, Reese. Let's roll a d3 or d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. How do you plan on unlocking it? Muted.
You said it was just a latch, right?
No, I said there's locks and then latches.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll Thieves' Tools it since that's what I'm proficient with today.
Go for it.
That and herbalism kits. Oh yeah.
Nice picks.
Yeah. Something to go to at this point.
You can make a natural salve for the beating I'm about to give you.
Yeah. I'm going to. Hey, in my defense, I thought Detect Magic was gonna proc on something. It never did. So, I'll attempt to.
Go for it.
Where's it at? 17.
17. You take out your Thieves' Tools and start jimmying around with the lock, and unfortunately, that is not high enough to unlock it.
Okay.
Not a grand failure where you break your tools, thankfully.
Huh. As a bonus action, I will inspire Genesis. Right, I'm gonna go. Genesis, I know I just met you, and this is crazy. Let's smash these doors, please, maybe, and I'll end my turn with that.
Alright. I would like to take Lennox and smash a door.
Alrighty. So, the way that inspiration works is, at one point in time, in the next 10 minutes, when you make an attack roll or ability check, you get to add a D10?
10.
A D10 to that roll. Only once, though, and you get to do it when you decide that you want to do it. So you take out Linux, you say?
Yes.
Okay. Then you all watch Genesis pull out a different axe than the previous one. Brandishing it, it is made out of this ebony etched eldritch rune coated axe. And these are one-handed battle axes. So, the penguin axe. See, I made a computer joke, but that's just me. All right, so go ahead and give us an attack roll with Linux.
Okay.
That is a computer joke. Penguin is the symbol for Linux.
Oh. I don't use Linux.
No one uses Linux.
If they claim they use
That's just a
Linux,
silly
they're
question, real quick.
lying.
Yeah, what's the question?
Okay, so it says Hexblade's Curse. I don't want to do that yet, right?
No.
No? Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, that was a silly question.
No, it wasn't.
A question is a question.
All
I've
right.
been playing this game for 10 years and I still forget things. It's
So
fine.
you take out Linux, spinning it around and slashing at the door, but apparently you need a little bit more oomph on it to crack through and break whichever door you are attacking. So you need to use your second attack. That one
Okay.
did not hit.
Or you can choose to use inspiration.
Yes, or you can use the inspiration to make it hit.
And then I just roll just another regular.
Well, you
No,
would roll
roll
a
a D10.
D10 if you're using the inspiration.
Yeah, and you would
Just
add it
roll-
to your
roll a
16
Okay, so just roll a d10 for that.
if
Yeah.
you want to.
Yeah, an inspiration is a resource a bard can give you, which you can add on to any roll that the bard says you can. Depending on the bard's changes, but that's not for now.
Did I do
And
that
then you
wrong?
just roll the dice. Yep, that's 2 d10s.
It's all right. We'll just take the
Sorry,
first
I
one.
got a thing in the.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
You're good.
So you add a 5.
So 21 to hit. Feeling the reassuring symphonic way that Reese asked you to hit it just made you a little bit better at hitting it. And you crack into the door. Now I need you to roll me. Well, there's 2 doors remaining. Oh no, you never broke into the other one. 3 doors still. So roll me a d6.
Lord help me.
All right, that's the first one. And now you can roll the damage on Linux. Click the word Linux inside of the chat box.
The part highlighted in purple.
Yes.
Or at least it's purple on my screen.
Oh,
It may not be
okay.
on yours.
Yeah, it's where your roll should be.
I did it. Sorry, I did it twice. It's a syntax error.
Oh. Wait a minute. I might have set that up wrong. Give me just a second. Let me go check it.
All right.
I was messing with that weapon.
It's it's a little complicated. I understand.
Cornwall, stop fucking with the axes.
God damn it, Cornwallis.
I will continuously say Cornwall.
I know you will.
At least Genesis is like it's Genesis, but at least it's still pronounced Genesis.
Yeah.
Ugh. God, that's a lot of salt.
It's one dark axe and one light axe, right?
My God. 15 sessions later, we're gonna find out Genesis is like in between the battle of the light and dark in their heart. It's based in axes, like all good barbarians.
Based in axes.
Alrighty, so you slash into the door, carving through this opening inside of it, and
It didn't roll a dice.
Huh?
It rolled a 1.
oh, it rolled a 1, Tim. It didn't roll the die.
It's probably just best if we make a roll it, then roll
He
a
already went back
d8.
downstairs.
Okay.
Give me just.
I'll fix it
click
real
on it
quick.
again.
I'll fix it real quick.
No. Yeah, just click a d8.
I got it. Give me a second.
Okay, fine. Listen to the
See,
DM
I
with me.
still messed with it wrong.
Exactly. How dare you, Tim?
I know, it's all my fault. It is. I
When
was
in
the one
doubt-
that set
when
up
in
a character
doubt.
sheet.
And in doubt,
It's supposed to
blame
be a D8 for the slashing, and for the other one is a D8 as well. Correct?
Yeah, that's down under her damage modifiers, cleaving resolve. 'Cause
Oh,
that one
okay. You
goes
already
away.
macroed
Yeah.
that in. Good. Why did it fix itself? I did not tell you to do that.
More importantly, why did Cornwallis turn the lights off on me when he left? Or-
Did I?
yeah,
Did I shut off the lights in the hallway?
yeah.
No.
I
You'll be
mean-
fine.
So messed
that
up.
as an automatic response, that's pretty good,
Alright.
to
Yeah.
turn off the lights as you're gone. But
I just fucking fixed it.
I'm gonna go turn them back on real quick.
Why does it
No,
keep
'cause I already
reverting back
did
to a
it. I already
1?
fixed it. Don't do it.
you might be messing with it at the same time.
Oh, you already turned it back on.
There we go. So you got 8 plus 3.
Yay.
Way better. Plus 3.
Sweet.
No, that's still programmed
I don't know
wrong.
what that means.
You're supposed to have your charisma modifier, not your other one.
Oh.
They're a hexblade, yeah, obviously.
So it should be 2 higher.
Yeah, I'm just programming it in.
I'm sure I have 2 like actual die up here if you want to trust me.
Roll 20.
I mean,
Yeah.
roll 20 provides its own dice, so
It's
We gotta
all right.
figure out
So
the
2
data.
more. So 13 points of damage. Being that it is slashing damage, you cut through the door, not enough to completely rip it open, but enough to see that there is a hallway behind the door that opens up. You all have discovered the right one, but it is not open yet. Genesis, your second attack. Go ahead and try to swing again.
Okay. So I'm hitting on Lennox, right? Press that button, right?
Yes, on the character sheet.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to double check.
You're good.
nice.
Oh, that definitely hits. Now you hit Linux inside of the chat box. If you fucking changed it again. No. This is actually aggravating me now because I just fixed it. You guys saw me roll. It worked. Oh! There's 2 instances of Linux on your sheet. I'm going to delete one of them.
I think that's Linux with one is
Just
Alright.
like
Is-
Linux. Unreliable.
Lower down on your sheet is a different Linux. Roll that one. I just deleted the other one.
Oh hey,
All right, now roll your damage.
can they keep the crit?
Sure. It had 3 hit points left anyways.
Gonna I'll hit the Linux.
Perfect. So you gash all the way through, cross-cutting into it and breaking open the door instead of dealing with the stupid lock. Now you see the hallway, and because you had to spend 20 feet of movement to get up here, you have to go prone and crawl in, but you'll just barely get inside. But hey, you're out of the corridor that is currently collapsing. All done, Genesis?
Yes.
All right.
I think. Yeah.
Next up, the layer action. Oh, it seems the parameters of your power has increased considerably with the crafting of your spell. Resourceful. Good job. Allow me to increase the difficulty. Strength saving throw, Samdi.
Somebody stuck his body to brace.
Sorry, did you say strength save or
Save.
athletics?
Strength save.
Is
Because
that
your
+6?
athletics was working really well for what you're getting, but you're getting a lot more pressure coming in now.
Righto. +6. 11.
Okay. Immediately, the pressure starts pushing and crunching you in very tightly and starting to squeeze your muscles. You are straining against it, but you weren't ready for that amount of strain to be put on yourself. That is going to be 18 points of bludgeoning damage onto you, Samdi. And I need you to give me a con save to maintain concentration on your spell. DC 10.
+4. Saved.
Good. You take the... but now you're looking like a scrunched up giant ape.
Yeah,
Everyone
so-
else, the walls collapse back to the point where they are only 6 feet wide. All done on that
monkey noises.
one. Cornwallis, your turn. Wait, monkey noises. Howdy.
I will try and help Somdi hold the walls open and tell everyone else to get through first. If they're 6 feet wide, I got more than enough wingspan.
Absolutely. Are you going to be helping him, or are you making your own check?
For now, I will help him.
Okay. So you are bracing yourself in order to assist with the bracing against the wall, giving him a little bit more oomph so he can adjust his body back. All right. Samdi, you're being helped. And that's with a plus 9.
9, yeah, so 24.
Okay. It's considerably harder now, but now you're not putting your entire body in the way. You're dropping to the ground since the exit is in sight, and you start pushing it back out so that you can leave that exit open, and you're straining your muscles very, very heavily, your apish muscles. But now it is back to being pushed out to the degree where people can run through here relatively easily.
As I'm doing this, can I, like, maneuver myself so I'm getting closer and closer to the exit?
Absolutely. Now, in your current form, no chance in hell you're fitting through there.
Yeah, no, I just want to be there so after I drop out of this, I can scooch.
All right. Glenn, your turn.
All right. I mean, I guess I just crawl through to the other side, right?
Yeah, easy
Is
enough.
Genesis in the way?
There's a Genesis in your way when you get down there, though, so give me an acrobatics check to climb past, or athletics to shove them through.
Can I just move?
On your turn, you can. All this is happening at the
Oh.
same time, though.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I am blade singing, so acrobatics at advantage.
Alrighty.
That's
Oh,
gotta be a that's gotta be
it's
a
so
creepy
disturbing.
feeling.
You're
Being at
crawling
the little-
through, and he's like upside down on the ceiling, skittering across.
and there's a maniacal laughter coming
Yeah.
from as he skitters past you.
All right, acrobatics right across. Woo, 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 right
That's like-
over
that's
the
like
ceiling
terrifying.
Genesis, and it is terrifying.
What's the name of the possessed girl in The Exorcist?
Yes, Emily Rose.
And he's
Emily Rose
laughing
is
the
like a
whole time.
combination of Emily Rose and Stitch. Is what I'm imagining.
He's like laughing too the whole time. That's the creepy part about all of this.
I am both in awe and horrified.
Good.
Yeah, and there's a really beautiful light coming from him,
All right.
but he's just laughing like a madman.
Okay. Well,
This is almost like a spiritual experience for me right now.
Actually, can I hold my action? Can I see the other side still?
Yeah, you can see the other side.
Can I hold my action to cast a spell if Samdi what's it called? Changes out of polymorph.
You sure can. You're going to use the spell slot regardless, though.
So hold on. That would mean that I do this correctly. Okay, right. Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna say to Samdi, when you're ready, I can get you out.
There's a thumbs up with one of my legs.
All right, Reese, you're up.
okay. I let everyone know if he can't drop concentration on my turn, can he?
Yeah, you can just choose to stop concentrating.
Someday, if you drop, I yell out, "Someday I can get us all through right now." I don't know if he chooses to drop con or not.
Well, you didn't express that.
Yeah, I can get us all through right now. I can get you through too, but not like that.
Somebody wouldn't care. Can I? So he asked this, but I don't know if we got a clear answer. Can I just drop out of concentration now?
Yes.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
And the walls immediately start crushing inwards very quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna do the
My reaction go
mantle.
off first.
What?
Wouldn't my reaction go off then? Because as soon as I said,
Yes.
as soon as he,
Yes, yours
Yeah.
goes off.
Okay. Everyone's
So-
trying to save
okay.
Santi. Cornwall gets left behind.
So
No, I can get him through too. It's not hard.
I'm
I-
joking, obviously.
so as immediately after he drops his shape, I cast Vortex Warp. You're on the other side with me.
Wait, Samdi, are you willing?
I mean, if anyone else did it, probably not. But
So,
Glenn's the only one that actually seems to care.
as you're preparing to save Samdi, this portal opens up and he disappears,
That works
leaving
out, too.
behind just Cornwallis holding the walls. Cornwallis, strength save.
Oh fuck!
I assumed it was gonna.
No, not slowly. It added a lot of pressure.
I
enough
have
that...
advantage. I have advantage on all strength saves
Okay.
because I'm a hippo.
You brace yourself with your feet and arms extending, but immediately, Reese, you see the muscles rippling underneath the armor and outfit of him as he is straining to keep this wall from just instantly crushing you two.
Does it look like he's gonna be able to move though?
Slowly.
Strength, right?
Slowly.
Okay. As an action, I will use my dash action and move 5 feet up, right? That way I'm in the corridor. Because the sword I'm attuned to, you can use your reaction to move, to take the dash right now.
Nice.
Because that sword I got last game, that I don't have a name for.
The commander sword.
Yeah, the commander sword. Sword Cornwallis, if you would like. As I do it for the first time, I don't know if anything happens. I tell you, you can move now.
Alright, then I will move.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you use your reaction and dive out of there. Now, the corridor is still stuffed with Genesis, so somebody will have to roll in athletics to put Genesis out of the way, or both of you have to roll acrobatics to get past them.
But we're safe in the corridor though right now.
You can't all fit in there. It's a thin, like 5-foot crawl space to get into the next one.
Okay. I'm going to then use my bonus action.
Okay.
To do a Mantle of Inspiration. So she can use her reaction to move forward. Or they can use their reaction to move forward.
Genesis, you feel this inspiring presence as the beautiful Rassand appears in his horrifying, fiendish form. And you are inspired to crawl the fuck faster if you would like.
You turn around and you see, like, Rassand's face, and then you turn around one more time and you see, like, this flaming eyes and mouth and red face creature. Move.
I would like to leave. I would like to get out of the way.
So you reactionate, shit, and crawl faster out of the way.
The most reaction I've seen since the start of this campaign. I would like to leave.
I probably can too. I can choose everyone but one person, right? Which I'm gonna choose not myself.
Why not me?
Because it's 5 people in total.
Well, everyone else is out except you now. If Genesis moves out, then you can simply just crawl through.
I'm saying, like, why would I be included in the list? I'm on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad. I can include everyone, actually. I for some reason thought Bardakov was here when I did the math.
No
yeah, I'm gonna make all of us be able to use our reactions to move forward if we wanted to.
So,
because
why not? Give you temporary HP.
Yeah, he's in another copy of, like, that compass room. But there's no one else there.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You all gain 11 temporary HP, and we all get to move 30 feet forward if we would like.
So,
Use my reaction.
You all run out into the next corridor, crawling your way through and finding safety as you hear the crushing of those 2 walls. Looking behind you all, you see there was no mercy behind that test. There was no limitations. There was just the ability to possibly just kill you outright for no reason whatsoever.
What exactly were you testing there? Was he testing there?
Strength?
Reaction.
The human mind and some the air quotes.
I was testing the resilience of your bodies. My anticipation was to strain you all into opening the locks, seeing if any of you were strong enough to deal with the pressure, and also seeing how much pressure does it take to squish the mortal body into a paste. That test still needs to be fulfilled one way or another.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get to test that one.
There are still more tests.
So what's the room like we're in?
Looking at this pale white room, it is less vibrant than the previous ones that you've been inside, but that seems to just be so that you would not see the light on the other side. It is long, roughly about 80 feet in total, with a 10-foot wingspan and a 15-foot ceiling. At the end of this room, there is a door. No lock, but instead there appears to be a set of 3 cards carved into the door.
Anybody know card games?
Look over at somebody.
Santi just brings out his dice set and is like, well, I'm from Casino, so I know them. They're not my thing. Santi walks forward towards the cards, or towards the, yeah.
You head over towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
For this one, I'm feeling like I have options to test out the physical dexterity of the individuals.
I back away from the door. I
Ba-dum,
back away from the door,
ba-dum,
pick up
ba-dum,
Glenn,
ba-dum.
and put him in front of the door.
Yeah, I slowly move Genesis next to Sandy because I know how dexterous Genesis is.
I see we are in the same boat.
I'm gonna rub Glenn's shoulders and go, Glenn, you got this, you got this. And I'm gonna cast Enhanced Ability, Cat's Grace at 3rd level, targeting me and Glenn, just in case I have to make any kind of dex check myself.
Just,
Selfish.
just doing a little hop up and down. It's the Eye of the Tiger.
As it would appear that many of the mortal forms are malleable, as well as diverse in their specific abilities to handle various obstacles, let's call them. I pose this next test would be done on an individualized basis. Different challenges for each of these different rooms. And you may choose whom amongst you will enter into the most daunting of them.
He says it's dexterity, right? Dexterous? Who's the most dexterous of your group? That is not a word.
That would probably be me.
Why do you think I placed him in front of the door?
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I am definitely more dexterous than Genesis. Surprisingly for my size.
I have heart.
You do have heart, Genesis.
I have a heart.
But you're also somewhat clumsy at times. You're not. Your stat is strictly average. You're at exactly 10. You're like average across the board for it.
I
That
just
tracks.
lost.
But strong heart.
Yes,
Strong
strong heart.
Strong.
Yeah, that tracks.
So I guess it's either you or me, Glenn, that takes the most dangerous room.
I mean, how good are you at you good to go like few rounds? Because like to be honest, buddy, I could take a few hits and keep going.
If you could take a few hits and keep going, I am more than willing to let you take those few hits.
Yeah, that's what I do, buddy. I got you. And I'll get ready to step through the door.
The first room, in particular, there is only one possibility of a hit, and if you take it, you will die. The door shuts behind you.
It's not my first time brushing myself with death.
The next room.
That's crazy. You will die.
I guess I'll take the next room.
That was
Alright.
it.
You'll just die. You only have to. You get one roll. Save or suck, baby.
Wait, before Cornwallis goes in, because I wanted to inspire Glenn, but it's too late now. I'm gonna inspire Cornwallis and go, put that bow to the limit, and I'm gonna shove him through. You're inspired.
All right. Now for the third.
Oh, good.
The possibility of death on this one is on par with the first room, based off of your inability to maintain your balance. However, far easier to maintain.
Balance, you say?
I asked the unembodied voice, are we allowed to use a stick to keep balance?
Only what you have on your person to bring in there.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
a test based off of the mortal's resilience.
Resilience.
Well,
Okay.
that's, you know.
Santi is going to step towards the third door.
Wait. Take this stick to help you with balance, and I'm gonna not only inspire him, but I'm gonna hand him a broom and go. The command word is help.
So you say that and the broom starts flying.
Well, it's still in my hand.
Yeah, you said the command
Yeah.
word.
Here
Help.
you go. Help.
Thanks
But
for
since-
the help. And I
Yeah, and that's it. I hand him the broom. Good luck. I'm out of inspirations.
Yeah, no. I have a plan if this doesn't work. And it's a very stupid plan.
The next room.
Oh shit, there's multiple rooms.
Yeah, everyone's going into different rooms.
Oh.
Good luck.
So it's between Genesis and Reese, who takes the second to easiest and who takes the easiest.
Okay. I guess I'll go. What's this room do?
This one's danger is perpetual in nature.
Okay. Before I go in there, I don't have a way to help Genesis. So the goal is for me to help at least everyone once. That's what I have.
You can help by letting them have the easiest room.
That's what I'm gonna do. But I would like to give them one other thing
Okay,
possible.
yeah.
But I just gotta figure out what I have to give. Yeah, I hand you. Oh no, I give the code to. Hey, good luck. I got nothing. Genesis, you got this.
Okay.
You take the last room though. I'll take this room.
Okay,
Alrighty.
got it.
So, who's entering into the fourth one? Reese? And then Genesis, the last one. The door opens up and you step in. We'll start with you first, Glenn. Across a series of magically conjured platforms suspending over a massive abyss, as you step in, you do feel this slight tingle at the bottoms of your feet. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Does Cat Grace give me advantage on dex saves?
Nope. Checks
Okay.
only.
Got it. No problem. I got this.
I believe in you.
28. As soon as you feel that tingle, there's an instinct. The hairs at the back of your neck stand up, and you leap over onto one of the platforms as the area beneath you vanishes, disappearing. And you land on the next platform. And then you look up and around, and these platforms are beginning to flicker in and out. And you see a door roughly about 300 feet above your head. The test is quite simple. Don't fall. Make it to the door and leave. Next up, Cornwallis. You step inside, and you see directly in front of you, there are these webs. Very thick, blue, shadowy webs that wind their way all the way through and up. Your test is simple. These webs will attempt to suck your life out from you. They're also very easy to get stuck on if you remain on them for too long. There is a door at the other side of this room. Make it to and through, and you may survive. Samdi, you step through, and you watch as this black object falls from the sky and lands in your hand. Directly in front of you, there is this thin, roughly about 6 inches across beam that stretches out for a period of time before turning right, before turning left again, before turning around, before hooking in a spiral. And it overlooks this abyss. Your task is simple. Traverse across the beam. Make it to the door on the other side, while blindfolded.
I look at the black object. Is it the...
It's a blindfold, yeah.
As I hold it, like ready to blindfold myself, I'm going to subtle cast polymorph on myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll transform into a sand spider.
There you go. Hey, we're getting those spell slots out. Next up, Reese. Passing through this corridor, you see that there are these various different panels on the floor, flickering with flames that burst periodically throughout them. Your task is simple. Traverse through these flames. Make it to the other side and avoid being burned and turned into kindling.
How far is the opposite direction?
You look onto the other side of this corridor. It appears to be 300 feet away. And there's a new caveat. You all have proven to be quite useful at using certain resources to gain your advantage. No longer are we accepting teleportation magics in this facility.
It's like that's like 2/3 of my spells.
Hey, that you use one trick once, and then they accept it, and then they adapt.
I never teleported anyone.
Well, you didn't. Glenn did.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's just turning it off for everybody.
What about like racial teleportation?
Let's see your survivability without relying on one specific resource.
Okay.
This is a
How
test
far,
after all.
How far are these columns like fire going up?
The flames shoot all the way up to the ceiling from the floor.
Okay.
And it's
Huh.
It might be random, it might have a rhythm to it. And then Genesis. You step through the doorway, and you see that there is a maze of mirrors that all look identical to you. As you turn and look, they all turn and look. Your job is quite simple. Avoid the disorienting nature of this maze of mirrors. And if your mind does not shatter along the way, you will find an exit hidden somewhere inside.
Okay, I think I know something that I want to do, but I don't know if it does what I think it does. The cleaving resolve thing. I'm trying to see what it does. Sorry, can you guys talk about stuff while I look at something really quick?
Absolutely. So, Glenn,
Okay.
you are first on this match. This is going to be a series of checks from you to get from one side to the other.
Okay.
You notice the tingling sensation as you begin jumping from one platform to another. You also notice the bottoms of the platforms begin shimmering before they disappear as well. There's a rhythm, there's a pattern to this.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll me a survival check to see if you can start seeing a path that you can follow up there.
Got it. Survival. I got this. Oh, yeah, I got this. Come on. Okay. It's a crit.
By your best estimate, there's going to be 6 different platforms, up to 10 platforms that you're going to have to jump to based off of when they could fall and when they could collapse and when you can get there. There is a pattern. 2 platforms next to each other can disappear, but only from left to right on the 2 platforms. And it is sequenced out by 3 seconds apiece. You have the rhythm, you have the idea. I need you to give me an acrobatics check to leap from your current platform to the first one on your journey up.
Cat's Grace is up, so I have advantage.
Yes, sir.
And I will add a d6 to this. Come on, baby. Doesn't help me out too much. Okay, 18?
18. You leap from your current platform up to the next one, grabbing onto the side and hoisting yourself up. As you run across the platform, they're wide bases from one to the other, roughly about 20 feet across, and begin running to the other side, leaping up and getting onto the second one. The problem is, once you reach it to that second one, you feel the shimmering sensation yet again. I need a dex save.
Here we go. I got this. Dex save, baby. Come on.
27. As you feel that shimmering happen, you have 3 seconds. Boom! You start taking off to the other side, leaping and bounding and jumping up to the next one of these that doesn't have the shimmering underneath, grabbing onto the ledge as your platform disappears. You then hoist yourself up onto it and, all right, that's 60 feet. And you have to keep doing this.
Oh my gosh. You said 300 feet above me, right?
Mm-hmm.
God dang. All right.
So, as soon as you get onto that one, I need you now to roll me another acrobatics check. This is to keep pushing yourself to nimbly jump from one to another, trying to gain that leverage. You know your path. You just need to make the check.
All right. Using another d6. This is at advantage. Come on, baby. Okay, 21.
21's good. You begin jumping up to the next platform, and now you begin scaling the sides of them, grabbing and pushing yourself up, trying to gain more leverage in height. And as you grab onto one of these platforms with your hand, you feel the shimmering sensation again. I need you to go ahead and roll me a dex save.
All right. Okay, here we go. Come on.
Holding on with both of your hands and feeling it begin to slip away, you hoist yourself enough for your legs to be on it and push with all your might, jumping and grabbing onto the other one right next to it. Pulling yourself up, you feel it drop from the other side. All right, good job. That was another 100 feet that you just went up.
Oh my gosh. Looking around, are there walls or anything?
It's a void. Nothing in here but these platforms, the door you came from, and the door out. Now, they flicker out and then flicker back. So, you don't have a sheer drop to your death right now, unless you're really unlucky and roll a 1.
Right.
So there's just a 5% chance of death. Got it.
That's all. So I need you to go ahead and give me an acrobatics check to keep moving forward.
All right, this one's at advantage. I'm going to save my last d6, just in case. Okay. Gosh, if only I attuned to my boots of flying today.
Yeah. He gave you a break in the room. He said you should have done shit.
Yeah. I've been saying that a lot. I should be attuning to this. Okay, at advantage.
Those goddamn Drake pendants that we have.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah.
Stupid Drakes. We love 22.
Weaver.
You keep dragging yourself up using that platform, choosing instead to do the jumping on the sides to the sides to the sides, realizing even though it is more straining on your muscles and body, you move so much faster than running across and up to platforms. You only run across when it's necessary. Speaking of necessary, you now have to hoist yourself up onto one because you have to run across to the other side. But now we are testing the fatigue of your body. Con save.
Oh boy, here we go.
You ever see American Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. It's a
17. You do have to take just one moment to compose, deep breath, stretch, and warm up your fingers before keep going.
Just cracking my neck, taking a deep breath. I don't even need to breathe, but it feels good.
Yep.
There
You
you go.
run and go up again. I need another acrobatics check.
Oh god, man. Reese, thank you so much for this cat's grace. You're saving my ass.
That was the goal with everyone.
22.
Mhm.
Finding your rhythm of these platforms, you begin jumping and scaling, and one of them falls out from underneath you, but luckily you catch yourself on a slightly lower platform that just reappeared just in the nick of time. It is improbable that that would happen, but you are catching yourself and you keep pushing forward. You hear the present voice here call out again, "My, what a lucky little creature. That is fascinating. I wonder if that is malleable as well." And you keep jumping and jumping and jumping. I need another con save from you.
Come on, baby. That's 7.
As
And
you
this
are...
seems-
yeah?
This does seem important if I need to keep. You know what? No, I gotta save it. I'm gonna save it. I'll take the 7.
As you are leaping and binding, you feel this stitch in your side that starts paining you really, really bad. And you crawl your way onto this platform, holding onto it. Fuck, this hurts. And then the platform, whoop, and you catch, dropping down another 20 feet onto a lower one. You stand up again, and that stitch is still in your side. You're not going to be able to do this forever, Glenn. You're going to need to get this done quickly. Acrobatics.
Oh gosh. Come on. Here we go.
17.
17.
Your body is slowing down a little bit, but you continue pushing forward, grabbing on and leaping and leaping and leaping. And then you noticed the one platform between you and the door hasn't reappeared in the last 15 seconds. Now there's a chasm, a large jump between you and that door that you have to traverse across. I need you to roll me an athletics check for your jump.
This is it, right? This is to get through to the door.
This is to get through to the door.
Okay, I'm using my D6 on this. Get me out of this freaking game.
16.
16.
You leap across as far as you can, reaching over towards the platform, and your fingers touch it, but just barely fall short as you begin
No.
descending. I need you to roll me a d10. This is going to be how many tens of feet you fall. So roll
Oh
low.
gosh.
40
4.
feet.
Uh,
As a monk, you take no damage from only 40 feet, but keep in mind, at 100 feet of falling, you insta-die. There's no rolls, there's no nothing. So, you fall down 40 feet, cracking and slowing your step gracefully before standing up and keep going. I need another acrobatics check from you to get back up there.
oh shit, man. I'm running out of steam. Here we go. Okay, that's a nat 20. There's no D6.
The frustration of this proctor to the exam toying with you and dropping that platform that you know you were relying on to get across and over there and just not allowing it to come back. inspires you to push harder and faster than you've been pushing thus far. Grabbing onto these platforms, kicking and pushing through the pain, you feel a splitting in your side, like the seams of your stomach just starting to open up slowly as you make it back onto that platform. And you hear the proctor again. Well, well. So let's see if we can have you finally make this one. Athletics again.
You're toying with me, man. That platform should be there right now. Here we go. Come on. I got no more D6s. This is just a normal roll. Let's go. 21.
As you jump across this time, you squat low and propel yourself forward with as much force as possible. You reach your arm outwards and you feel like it's just a little short, but then you snap your arm out of the socket as your malleable form allows you to do, to just barely grab on and use your own arm to hoist yourself up before getting to the door.
Yeah, I can put that back later.
And you crawl your way out onto the other side.
Man, all I wanted is some answers. God dang it. As he, puts his shoulder back into place.
And now, it is your turn, Cornwallis.
Okay.
Is there any experimentation or anything you would like to do before beginning?
I'm just gonna take out like a crossbow bolt and test to see how long I can let it stick to the web before it becomes permanently stuck.
Give me a survival check. Nice. Roughly about a second and a half, and then it becomes stuck. Now, not permanent, just far more difficult to pull off. A feat of strength would be required to do so.
Okay.
You also notice, however, as it touches onto it, it becomes more vibrant. The webbing glows slightly. And you see the moisture inside of the shaft of the arrow begins to get sucked up by them.
Okay. So when it touches, does that one strand glow, or do all of them glow?
The one strand that it's connected to.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to try and climb, but I'm going to try and go strand to strand as much as possible.
Okay. Are you attempting to do this through sheer force, or are you doing this through your own nimbleness, moving quickly enough that you don't stay connected for too long?
My own nimbleness, and I do have a climb speed.
Oh, that's going to help you out a lot.
I have a
here.
native climb speed.
Okay. I would like you to roll me an acrobatics check. Now, because you have a native climb speed, you are moving at advantage.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Chuck E. Cheese with those ropes that suspend down into the pole pit? It's that for adults that are going to die. So.
Oh,
23.
23. You begin to move quickly, allowing your hands and arms and knees to just barely touch and grace across before pushing and grabbing and moving as fast as you can, crawling through and starting to maneuver about. The voice said it's on the other side, so you're trying to stick to as straightforward of a path as you possibly can. However, it is proving to become a little taxing on your muscles as you are pushing through. It seems to slowly suck out your life force as you are touching and prodding at them. You are going to suffer 10 points of necrotic damage, halved down to 5 because you are successful in your acrobatics check.
Okay.
However, you are also not getting grappled and restrained by them either. I do need a perception check for you now. This is for you to peer through all of the webbing and hopefully see the door on the other side, so you can get that path.
24.
Oh, you're good at these. You
Yes.
peer through many of them, and as you're maneuvering, you even take a few more steps from side to side, finding these paths and openings where there's larger openings for you to traverse through. different areas for you to push and prod your way through. As you do that, I need another acrobatics for you to start maneuvering in that direction. It's not a straight path, but it is relatively direct.
Is it still an advantage?
It's still at advantage.
I'm gonna use the D10 that he gave me.
Very well.
2.
18 is a success.
All right.
That'll be another 10 necrotic half down to 5 on you, as you were just barely touching and gracing across. And as you were pushing from one side to the other, you do notice that there is this openness where the webbing seems to separate. And instead of crawling towards that, you use logic and reason to assume that that's some type of trap. And you crawl around it instead, taking a longer path, but also being able to avoid a potential gap that you would have to cross and jump past. Or would you like to try that jump instead?
No, I'll stick with the path.
Alrighty. Now, I need you to give me a con save, as moving at this quickened pace and speed, crawling through without giving your muscles a moment to relieve, is fairly taxing. 12.
12.
You're feeling the strain on your body and you are sweating profusely, but you are not at your limit yet. You're about halfway there. I need another acrobatics check to continue crawling through.
20.
You continue your pacing, crawling around and through and getting closer and closer over to where you see this door on the wall. That's another 5 necrotic onto you. And now, when you see that door, you have to make a break for it, as you hear this sizzling sound behind you, and the webs at the far side of the room ignite suddenly and begin catching all of the webs on fire very quickly.
What a dick.
Go ahead, acrobatics check. The DC has gone up for this last one.
26.
Your motivation to evade the dick. As you begin crawling much more quickly, choosing instead to grab onto them and hoist, knowing, logically speaking, if they're on fire, they will begin falling since they lose their tension connecting to any walls. You don't want to be caught anywhere near where the fire begins getting there, so you accept the necrotic and leap and bound your way across, grabbing at the door and crossing through, and just in the nick of time as the entire room ignites quickly, and you hear, "Marvelous job. Your large form is quite nimble and adept."
The fire seemed unnecessary.
Additional motivations are always a part of examinations. You cross the threshold and close the door. Psalm D. You transform into your snake.
Not snake, spider.
Spider. And you hear the voice. "I was not anticipating your form to be so malleable for an awakened beast. Further limitations will be applied for the next stretch of the examination." However, Psalm D.
Experiment 7 strikes again.
Psalm D.
I maneuver 5 of my legs to form a middle finger, to form a hand and a middle finger.
You easily crawl your way across the platform utilizing blind sense and just simply walking. However, halfway across, there is one little caveat to this test, as all of them have had. Samti, you feel a strong gust of wind begin pushing through. I need you to give me a strength save as your spider.
Alright. This is a +5. Nope, gotta maneuver some things around. I will use my recap advantage on this. Just to not fucking die if I fail this.
Hey, what's the spider's modifier?
24. In total, sorry. I said
Oh,
+5 earlier.
I was about to say, the spider does not have a +24.
No. I said this is at a +5 when I
see.
was going to. I was just telling you the total.
24. You feel the gust of wind coming from one side, and out of instinct, you crawl to the side of the platform, allowing the wind to gush all the way through and holding on to the side so your body is not feeling the strain, though your limbs are. And as the gust of wind doesn't seem to be alleviating, you just simply keep crawling to the side. Making your way over towards the door and crawling underneath the seam of it. Oh wait, sand spiders are large. Yeah, you open the door. Oh, you're a big enough spider to open doors.
I also have an attack called Impaling Leg. Dude, I have fucking steaks for legs.
Steak.
And not the delicious type.
I mean, depends. Anyways, you've
Am
made
I
your
a
way.
termite?
You've made your way through and easily succeeded. However, as the proctor has said, they will be adapting the circumstances now. Reese, good news and bad news for you. The good news. Well, it's only fire,
Okay.
which you're really good with.
Okay.
The bad news is you're going to have to find your way across this room and jump and jump and jump. So, how do you want to do this?
Okay, first things first, I'm gonna see if there's a pattern in how the fire pillars come up.
Survival check, please.
I'm gonna use the game advantage for this. Let's be on the safe side. 16.
16.
Yes.
On this half of the room, you discern the pattern. You start to see the areas as they are exploding, and you can't avoid all the flames. That's going to be impossible unless you're nimble enough. However, you find a route where you can avoid many of them. Through the first half of the room, of course.
Okay. Second thing, I'm going to grab my instrument. I'm gonna pluck one of the strings. I'm gonna give myself protection from the elements, which is the fire, since the instrument is gonna concentrate. So protection from energy fire. Once a day, up to an hour.
Wonderful. So,
So
yeah.
that's the first thing. The second thing. The third thing. I'm gonna cast the invisibility to see if there's an orb.
You cast the invisibility.
Yeah.
And there's an eye in the corner watching you.
Cool. I'm gonna do that one subtly though. That way he doesn't know. So I'm gonna use a sorcery point for that. Do I want to dispel the eye? Nah. I'm going to omnipotent my ass. I'm gonna attempt the route. I have cat's grace.
All right, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check to start moving through.
Yeah. Uh, 18.
Good. You begin moving and you start anticipating, counting the flames as they're supposed to be erupting. Jumping and bounding past many of them, but some of them do still hit the backs of your head, the sides of your arms. Just, you're not maneuvering quickly enough to avoid all of them. You would need to be probably Glen speed or faster to be able to do that. However, from the 10 fire damage, you only suffer 5.
Nice. I'll.
And you're not a tiefling. No, that's right.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
if
roll a
Genesis was
concent-
in this room, that'd be easy peasy. Just
I lost concentration and cat's grace. I'm gonna use a reroll for that. I'm gonna use another lucky point, so I have none.
okay.
That's cool. Yeah.
So now we don't have to redo Glenn's.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I did it.
Yeah.
Middle of the first jump gun makes.
Well,
And it's like, oh,
God
gone.
damn it!
I would have liked to have thought that I would have waited to like figure it out
That's fair.
long enough.
I'll allow you to do that. Next time, just tell me beforehand with a forethought.
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to keep moving forward.
Alrighty. As you break and bound through the first...
Could I figure out a rhythm, like a dance rhythm, to use performance instead? Actually, nah. Let's just keep going.
If your survival check was better, maybe. But,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you make it through the first quarter of the room. Now, you're coming closer to that halfway mark. I need another acrobatics check from you to make it over there.
Sweet. 23.
We love 23. So, you begin bounding and jumping your way across. The 10 fire down to 5 yet again until you make it to that halfway point. And now,
I lost concentration.
this is the moment where Glenn failed that
Yeah.
first leap. God damn it!
Yeah.
Anyways, you sit there, and now you can see the second half of the room, and you need to start mapping it out. Do you want to start mapping it first, or do you just want to book it across?
I'm gonna map it, right? But I'm
Okay.
gonna map it in a sense of like through being a bard, the times I've had to do specific dancing and movement. I would like to map it in like a dance cameo.
All right, well, roll your survival. We'll see if you're that skilled this time
Okay.
around.
Now that I don't have concentration, I'm gonna cast guidance. Natural 20. So with a D4, 28.
Perfect. You find the rhythm and tempo as they begin bursting, and it's actually playing in the tune of an elven song that you love. A very old one, too. Not many
I like
people
big
appreciate the
butts.
classics.
Yeah.
It was Fat Bottom Girls, but all right.
Oh,
that's-
Fat Bottom Girls. That
Yeah.
works too. Alright. I'm gonna yell out, "You want a show? Here's a show!" And then I'm gonna attempt to dance maneuver through it all.
Alright.
While intangibly flipping him off.
All right. Go ahead and roll me
Door.
your performance check. No more advantages.
15.
Okay. Well, that's not enough to avoid the burst of flames, so that's 10 fire damage
I'll take
as you're flipping him off, burning around. And
Okay,
that
so
makes
I've
it
officially
through.
taken 4.
hmm So now I need you to give me a con save as you are dealing with these hellish flames that are erupting and slashing into you.
14.
14. You're maintaining your composure pretty well, but it is becoming very tedious to keep pushing forward. The flames are more painful than they are harmful, which is unfortunate. If they just dealt more damage, you wouldn't even feel them. They'd destroy the nerves. All right, so I need one more performance from you to break through.
31.
This time you find the grace and tempo and find your way over to the other side of the room, to the door, as you open it and give a bow as you slide your way out and start patting down. That is another 5 fire damage, but you've
Yeah,
made it
this is
through.
already halved, right?
Yeah, 5 is the half number.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
it's
cool.
10 base, half on success.
Okay.
So, lastly is Genesis. Genesis, what was your idea before?
Okay. So I had an idea and I couldn't really articulate it very well, but first question, and I already know the answer to this, but I just want to ask just to know. I cannot cast invisibility on myself, correct?
Oh, you absolutely can.
Oh, okay. Well, can I do that?
Yes,
Because it's mirrors, right?
correct.
It's a room of mirrors.
So,
Oh, well, that just I had 6 different plans here, and if I can cast invisibility on myself,
So,
that just negates
Nice.
all 6.
Nice.
you cast invisibility on yourself, and now there is no obstruction in the mirrors whatsoever.
I'm so bummed I had 6 really intricate plans. Okay, alright, so we've done that.
So now it's easier for you to find your way through here.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so
That actually circumvents what he was going to do to fuck with you.
I seriously, I kind of messed myself up with that because I don't know what to do because I thought it was gonna be a lot harder. Like I thought you weren't gonna let me do that.
No,
So-
yeah. Unless the spell says another, then it can always do you as well.
Okay.
So, you're now invisible, and you hear the proctor. You all are so incredibly resourceful. There must be so many different availabilities to find your way through various trials and difficulties. I need you to give me a survival check to start finding your way through, though. Just because you can't see yourself doesn't mean you can see the path easily.
Correct.
9. Well, the best way is forward, and you only bump your head a couple of times as you
Sounds
were
about right.
wandering and passing through. But you're not sure if you're gaining much space on all of this. You're not positive if you're actually moving forward quickly enough or not.
So can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Is it dark in here?
Fairly, but not pitch black.
Actually, I don't really know if that was gonna. I was thinking if it was darker, I can see really well in the dark, so I was gonna ask if I could cast a spell for darkness, make it pitch black, and I could see better to try to get through. Does that make sense?
You could certainly try.
Can I do it? Can I do that?
Sure. Can you roll the darkness spell in the chat for me, though? In order to do that, you go over to your spell page.
Okay, on it.
And you click the spell darkness, the name itself.
Okay.
And then it gives me the full description in the chat. Thank you.
Okay. And then what do I... Oh, wait. I'm waiting for you to read. Sorry.
If the point you choose is on an object you are holding or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it. That's the part that was important. So
I was thinking I could touch the mirrors.
Well, that would only put it in a small radius. The radius it covers is a 15-foot radius, which is sizable, but not the entire room. If you put it on, say, one of your axes or just a random coin, it moves with that coin. So you will have that darkness with you, not just for one stretch of the journey.
Okay.
So,
yeah. And can I do that on an axe since you gave me the idea?
Yeah. Just reading through the spell so you know how they work a little better.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No problem. I already told everybody you're new to the game, so stuff like this is going to happen a little bit. It's good.
Okay. Thank you.
So, you put the spell onto your axe, and as soon as that happens, the illusion of all of these mirrors are completely absent, since, well, there's nothing for them to reflect off of. There's nothing for them to see. There's only the darkness. And now the floor is very easy for you to follow and walk across. So, congratulations. You found an incredibly simple solution to what he was trying to do. Well, damn. I must say, I am impressed. As you make it over to the other room, I think reasonably speaking, Genesis would have been the first one done, and then Samdi. And then probably Glenn. And then the other two that were more careful and took their time studying things. So one by one, you all venture forth into the next room.
So I had a quick question, right? For Samdi, are these eyes like sky orbs? Because isn't he not able to be seen through magical means?
I can't be divined upon.
Yeah, which scrying orb is a divination spell.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was like wondering about that very quick.
Yeah, but this creature is omnipresent here, so it's just sensing him.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it does break the rules. But
Fuck your rules. I'm a spider.
exactly, you're breaking the rules other ways.
So I just want to give Genesis the image of a blindfolded spider walking in.
A spider that's bigger than her
Yeah.
or
Yes.
them.
The size of a pony or a horse. Wait, they're not large, are they? Are they medium or large?
They're a large beast.
The size of a horse.
You have the token, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Spider,
Sand
comma, sand.
Spooter. Wait.
I
There it
believe
is.
under roll 20, it's yeah. All right.
So that's the horrifying monstrosity that just walks into your room
Wearing
with
a blindfold.
blindfold over its face. So,
I'm busting through the door. Oh, hey, zombie.
a moment
Genesis is
later,
muted.
One of these days, it's
if
not
they're
very
reacting
zombie.
at all.
yes, did you react to it at all, Genesis?
So sorry, I was reading a spell. I'm sorry.
So you see that horrifying creature currently being displayed?
Yes.
It walks through the door through the door next to you wearing a blindfold. And it waves one of its legs to you.
I am mixed with fascination and fear.
Reasonable. And a
Nah, it's just zombie.
Wave to Glenn.
I come in. Oh, Genesis, I didn't know you had a pet spider. Like a caster or something.
So, as you stand there, one by one, each of you entering into the room, you hear the present voice reaching out. Welcome, each of you, and congratulations on succeeding in your respective challenges. I must say, the mortal physical being is quite a fascinating specimen. As
Why don't you come out and tell us that?
there's no reason for me to come out. We still have more examination to handle. However, I wish to grant you all a reward for surprising me so much. And since I am making your challenges increasingly more difficult, no more means of teleportation magics will be accepted in the facility. As well as no more means of transmutation magics either.
Samdi de-spiders himself and says out loud, "Is that just spells or?"
My limitations are only on spellcrafts in general. And spell-like effects.
How many more of these traps or these trials are gonna put us through, right, before you come out here and talk to us in person, face to
Come on.
face?
Yeah, really, man. I'm starting to get tired of these tests. I just want to know who I am, dude.
Well, that is most unfortunate. We still have more tests to continue. But do not fret. There's only 2 more that I've been able to devise since you all entered in. So what would you like as your reward? I'm not allowing you to leave until you complete your tests. And I'm not revealing myself until the end as well.
The ability to use teleportation and transmutation magic.
That would go against my purpose and aspirations. I do not wish to do that.
I think that it's better that we do have it. That way we have the full capabilities, and you can test our full capabilities, opposed to tying one of our arms down.
So what you are saying is you are welcoming me to create a far more dangerous test, but leave you with your full capabilities to deal with it.
I look at everyone else. Are you aware of that? I kid you not, most of my spells are transmutation, so that's what I was asking.
If you really feeling that limited by your capabilities, Reese, then sure.
No. I mean, like, I'm amazing. I'll be fine. But I was just bringing this up.
If we're doing tests where we die, I would rather know that I had my full capability and it was my failure if I died than some artificial limitation.
On top of that, like, that's a good amount of Sandy stuff too. So
Fascinating.
well, I would like consensus before we agree to this.
I mean, is that considered the reward?
Is it individual award or for the group?
A group reward. One of that magnitude apparently is suitable for each of you.
So it's individual award, or all of us have to agree to.
I'm only giving one reward.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Genesis, would you rather keep the trials a little easier but be limited as to what abilities we can use? Or would you rather we have full abilities and he can crank up the difficulty on his tests?
I would say that if I were to die, I would rather die knowing that I did the best that I could with what I had, with what I was capable of doing. So I say we give it all.
Samdi?
I mean, I don't plan on dying either way.
Well put.
Okay.
So you all
Well.
came to a consensus. Very well. The difficulty will be increasing. ×2 multipliers. And this is where we are ending the session this week, everybody. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Welcome to the community, Genesis, and welcome back, Tim. We'll see you all next
Thank
time.
you.
Goodbye.
Ciao.
Bye.
We'll see.
Yep.